Welcome to the Ordinary Marathoner podcast.
Hello and welcome to the Ordinary Marathoner podcast. My name is Scott. I'll be your host today. I got a solo podcast for you today. It wasn't really planned that way. I was supposed to have Melissa Kahn on. We were supposed to talk about the Million Moo March. You guys know I've been having some trouble with my audio equipment lately. I don't get it. I just don't get it. We had a really good podcast with the cheap athlete the other day, and maybe had a little blip here and there, but nothing big. I thought I kind of was over this, but I don't know. Melissa and I tried to do this podcast. We had a whole funny routine going on too. It was, it was going to be something good, and for some reason, it's just not working. So I got a feeling it's going to be a lot of these solo podcasts coming at you. So I hope I can entertain you on my own going forward. I hope you appreciate the effort on my part. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. As always, you can find this in the back episodes of our podcast at our website. It's called ordinarymarathoner.com. You can also find them at the aggregators, places like Stitcher, TuneIn, Google Play, iTunes, stuff like that. And if you like the show, please hit that subscribe button, and you'll never miss a new episode that way. You can also find me over at Twitter. My handle there is at OrdMarathoner. That's O-R-D Marathoner. You can follow me there, and I'll follow you back. You know what? I just kind of gave up on trying to figure out who's a real person and who's a bot over there. I just follow everyone back. So, let's get the conversation going on over there. They backed away from that 140 character rule, and now they just got some arbitrary little circle that you fill up. I don't get it. I kind of liked it the old way. It made you kind of be brief and compress your thoughts into little, I don't know. I think I liked it the old. I don't like it the new way. It's driving me insane. And the whole thing with them like messing with what trends and what doesn't. Why Million Moo March wasn't trending last week, I have no idea, because everyone was out there doing it. Really appreciate you guys getting involved. We're going to talk about that in a minute. But, I got a feeling that, the bosses there over at Twitter are like, Million Moo March? Nah, let's suppress that. Let's put that down. That's just the way it is. That's my conspiracy theory of the day. It's the Ordinary Marathoner Conspiracy of the Day. That's a new segment, by the way. Starting and ending today. But, I don't know, let's move off on Twitter. We also got our Facebook page. It's called Ordinary Marathoners. It's a discussion group, so you got to add yourself to the group. It's a closed group. We will approve you right away, and you can join the conversation. It's been really, we've had some really good conversation going on over there. A lot of people getting involved and asking questions, posting their workouts, posting their achievements, setting goals. It's been really just a great forum for all of that stuff. And, you can join, you can get involved right away. We love new people getting involved, asking questions, doing whatever, or just join and sit there and read for a while, get comfortable with the group, and then, add yourself to the conversation when you feel like, like you have a question, or you have something to add. We don't bite. No one bites. Everyone there is just really positive, and I don't know. It's a really great group. So head on over there. I really like to see this thing expand too. Like, I feel like we've just been stuck around 450 people for the last few weeks. So, we need to grow. We need to enhance our experience. It's just the way it is. I like seeing growth. It gets me motivated to do this show over and over again. What else do we got? I think that's about it for the intro, really. Million Moo March. Let's talk, happy Thanksgiving, guys. Happy Thanksgiving. It's, right now it's Wednesday night. It's probably about, almost 10 o'clock. Melissa and I just got off the phone from trying to figure this whole thing out, and the audio just wasn't working. So I'm doing this show by myself now. So first I want to just say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. It's if you haven't just taken a pause and just think about the things that you have to be thankful for. Especially, I'm thankful for the show. I'm thankful for everyone who got involved and participated in the Million Moo March. I thought it was a wonderful experience. I'm thankful that I was able to get through the year, and we did a show, and I almost want to listen to it again. We did a show on early January about New Year's resolutions. And my big one was to finish the Ironman, and I got that accomplished. And not only did I do it once, but then I wound up doing it twice. So, above and beyond my expectations this year, for me, I'm thankful that I was able to train for this thing and really stay focused and really, I mean, I've grown my personal relationships. I've grown my business here, my podcast with you guys. It's been an amazing experience. I was able to go through the whole year without, and knock on wood, without really experiencing any setbacks or injury. And that's just, that's good luck. It's probably proper training and just a mix of those things, smart training, doing it the right way, taking rest when you need it, not pounding your joints and your muscles as much as you can possibly do all the time over and over. Things just paid off for me this year. It's been great. I'm great to have the support system that I have. That includes you guys, obviously, the guys over on the page that support me and really, you guys give me a lot of energy to keep this thing moving. And obviously my family, I got married a couple months ago and things are going really well. My marriage is it's excellent. We just have such a great communication back and forth, Steffi and I. And it's, I know it's early, but for some of you guys out there are going, it's been 2 months, dude. Of course it's good. Of course. But, I think we really got a good thing going. And my daughter, she is growing. She's 8 years old. It's just amazing to watch, amazing to see and experience. So really, I'm just thankful for all of that stuff. And I hope you guys could just take some time, if not tomorrow, when you're with all the craziness of Thanksgiving, then perhaps later, just sit down and think about all the things that you have to be thankful for, because I think it's really worth it, and it gives you a little bit more perspective on life, and it does for me. So I wish you all happy Thanksgiving on that note. So let's go back to the Million Moo March. We got a lot of things to talk about. I mean, I headed into this thing and I didn't really know what to expect. I really did not. I get nervous about this stuff. It's like when people pay their money to include themselves in an event or something that I'm responsible for doing, it makes me insane. Like I feel so responsible to live up to expectations, and I feel like my expectations were really high for myself and for Melissa and what we had to bring to the table, and I feel like we exceeded them. I felt like the people that got involved, they went above and beyond, posting pictures to social media, on Facebook, on Twitter, using that hashtag Million Moo March. I mean, we blew it up. People were asking me from all over the world, asking me on Twitter, like, what is this Million Moo March thing? It was all over the place. I think there were a lot of people out there that, just said to themselves, man, I wish I would have gotten involved. I wish I would have seen this in advance. And granted, neither Melissa, well, especially me, Melissa's got a marketing machine, but when it comes to me, I think I'm very sort of humble and reserved in a way, and I hate kind of throwing myself out there in people's faces all the time. It's not my comfort zone. So, maybe we didn't get the word out as much as we thought we did, but, we had 200 people that signed up, that received their medals, that got involved in the social media aspect, posted all their stuff. We had a daily raffle. I'm going to read the winners really quickly. We had, I think the daily raffle was sort of a last minute addition to what we wanted to do with the Million Moo March. It was sort of like, all right, we want to give out prizes because we knew that gets people interested. It gets people kind of like, all right, even if it's something that you don't necessarily need, it's like kind of cool to win a prize. It's kind of cool, it makes it worth it. And our prizes were, it wasn't like they weren't cheap. they were pretty good stuff. So on Monday, Sarah Simon, who was out running with her dogs, I know because she put a bib on her dog. I think she lives out in Colorado. So she won Monday's raffle. She won a Greasy Girl headband. Greasy Girl is a great sponsor of our event, and I think her website is Greasy Girls. It's GREECIE girlheadbands.com. You can check those out. She was amazing for us. On Tuesday, Heather Chouette, she ran a number of days. I think she set a goal to run 30 miles during the week, and she surpassed that, went above and beyond. So congratulations, Heather. She won some Queen Bean coffee, and we spoke to the Queen Bee coffee. I'm a coffee junkie. She is an amazing person, and she's just really went above and beyond to support our race. It's thequeenbean.com, I believe is her website. And I'm going to be ordering from her because you know what? You got to support people that are just super cool and are working hard and are supportive of you. So, I don't ask you guys for much, but if you guys buy coffee, check her out. She was great. She's an amazing person. And Heather won that prize on Tuesday. Brett Anderson, he won a Run Heifer Run trucker hat. A few other things we threw in there as well. Some race dots. And then on Thursday, Tina Cantor, who won, I think she ran almost every day of the march. A great, I just saw her picture over and over, like 5 miles, 5 miles, 5 miles, 5 miles. Just amazing. So she won a Ordinary Marathoner shirt, some Plow On Gum, Plow On, another sponsor of the event. It just, we really got some amazing sponsors. And you know what I like is that they're small businesses. These are people that, they're not going out there and, spending thousands of dollars on sponsorships for major races. They're helping people like me and Melissa out. So, I'm going to support them as much as I possibly can. Who else? Friday. Jeff, I forgot your last name. This is horrible. I forget his last name. Runspirational.com. I think that's it. Runspiration.com or Runspirational.com. I forget, dude. I'm sorry. This is horrible. I wrote it down. I just wrote Jeff. But he won a Nathan hydration belt. Nathan was also a sponsor of the event. Scott Samuelson, who actually he ran out near me in Springfield, Massachusetts, did a 5K. He did a run walk. Awesome job. Great dude. He won an Ordinary Marathoner shirt on Saturday. And then Michelle Brotman, who she ran, I think, every single day of this thing and posted pictures every day. So it was really nice to see her win. She was the very first guest on the Ordinary Marathoner podcast over a year ago. A good friend of mine, and she's had an amazing year. She PR'd the Suffolk Marathon. She came in third place in her age group, which I don't think she even had on her radar. And she just ran such a great race on such a bad day with bad weather that it was one of these things where she didn't even know she won because they didn't hold a ceremony after it because everyone went home because it was raining so bad. She found out a couple weeks after that she came in third in her age group. Insane. And then she goes and wins the raffle. So, those were the raffle winners. We had a whole bunch of other prizes. I know that Melissa's going to give out a prize for the best cow costume. And I totally forget. There was a couple. We actually had a couple of entrants here. It wasn't like just a slam dunk. Someone's going to win. Someone is actually winning. There were more than one person dressed up like a cow to participate in this event, which that's amazing. It's just awesome. And then we had the most inspiration. Let's do this. Let's cut to break. Because this is the suspense right here, right? This is actually our 3 big winners of the week. We're going to give away $25 Amazon gift cards to 3 winners of the most inspirational post of the week during the Million Moo March. And I'm going to announce those winners right after this. I often get asked questions about how I started my journey into running. Well, very simply, it started with that first step, which is often the most difficult one to take. Recently, I enlisted the help of Coach Nick Cumbo from Ascension Multisport, and together we developed the Ordinary Marathoner Couch to 5K. As an experienced coach, Nick offers guidance to runners and triathletes of any level, with any goal, whether it be that first 5K, an Ironman triathlon, or an ultramarathon. I even hired him myself to help me train for Ironman Maryland. So check out the Couch to 5K program at our website, ordinarymarathoner.com, or enlist Coach Nick's help directly at ascensionmultisport.com. Mention the podcast for a discount on your personal training package, and take that first step today. All right, I'm back here after the break. I love that little commercial there. We do have a Couch to 5K program on our website, ordinarymarathoner.com. You can check it out. And I haven't really heard from many people. I know some people have been on the page checking it out, and I haven't really heard from many people whether or not they're doing it. And, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. So if you're out there running it or doing it, let me know. I'd love to hear your progress. I'd love to follow your progress on the podcast and on our page, our discussion group page over at the website. I think, for me at least, there are some, there are great achievements in this sport all the time. You see it, right? You see people run a new distance they haven't done. And we saw it all week long. And a lot of these people didn't necessarily win the most inspirational, but you saw people running further distances saying, "Oh, I've never run 9 miles, but I did that today during the Million Moo March." And someone said, "Oh, I've never been able to run more than a mile, but today I said, screw it, I'm going to do it." And I can't remember this woman's name, of course, but which means she didn't win. So sorry, but she ran 1.4 miles and had never run a mile. And this is the kind of like inspiration. This is just the stuff I love. These are the people that I want on my page. I want you to tell me how much it hurt. I want you to tell me how strong mentally you had to be in order to achieve this stuff, because it ain't easy. And just because you might flip this page on and you see some doofus in a awful tight tank top crossing the finish line at Ironman, dude, I could not run a mile when I started. I barely was able to do a quarter mile. So I understand that. And that's where, I don't want you to be intimidated because we call ourselves ordinary marathoners. There's nothing, the word marathoner doesn't necessarily mean that you need to be one in order to join the group. The group itself is so supportive of everyone that just kind of comes in there, that, this is if you're there and you're on the couch right now and you're listening to this and you're going, geez, there's a 5K and I've clicked on it, I've looked at it, and I'm listening to this podcast and I keep hearing all these stories, maybe I can be one of those stories. You know what? You can. And there's no secret to it. It's do the work. That's the secret, is do the work. It's find that inspiration, that motivation to get yourself off that couch. I had Sam downstairs today, and we're sitting there watching movies. I forgot what we watched. I think I nodded off during The Diary of a Wimpy Kid or something. And, I could easily just lay there and just do nothing. But it took an effort for me to get up and come up to my office and do this podcast, especially now that I have to do it solo, which I wasn't expecting. And it's no different than whether you're sitting there watching Monday Night Football and wondering whether you should crack open a beer or go to the gym and get on the treadmill and maybe walk the first half or do something like that, earn your beer. That's another thing. I do this all the time, is Thursday night football, there's Friday, there's football almost every night in the fall. And it's tough because it's this transition from warm weather to cold weather, which is taking you out from the outside, and dark, lightness to dark. So it's taking you from the outside. You have less time or less ability to go work out outside, and you have to transition to get inside. And it's hard to do. But if you give yourself little ways to do it, little opportunities, and you force yourself, or, just tell yourself, look, I'm going to watch a football game. I'm going to be on the couch, or I'm going to watch a football game. I'll spend that first half on the treadmill, and I'll watch the game from the treadmill. Just set yourself up, man. Set yourself up to succeed. And then you know what? When I'm off of the treadmill at halftime, then I'll crack open that beer. You know what? You'll have burned 700, 1,000 calories. Whatever you burn, you'll have burned. Whether you're walking or running, you'll have burned the calories, and you can have that beer and not feel so guilty about it. Not only that, but you're not drinking 10 with no exercise, because now you only have the second half, and you're going to get tired because you also worked out. So now you're going to have like 3 beers instead of 10, or you're going to have 1 instead of 6. You know what I mean? And not only that, sometimes when you get off that treadmill, sometimes you get this feeling like, I just did all that work. Why am I going to screw it up? Right? That's what you think. Why am I going to screw it up by cracking that beer? And you won't. It's just a thing. I'm telling you guys. So if you're out there and you're thinking about doing this, if you're thinking about getting involved, don't look at the achievements and say you could never get there. Look at where people like me came from. And 10, 15, 20 years of not doing anything and finishing an Ironman in 2 years. I'm pretty proud of that, and you guys can do it too. And I'm totally off. And I know, like, I see how I rope you guys in. So now you have to listen to the winner, because you're dying to hear the winners, right? All right, we're going to get to winners right now. So the first winner is a guy named Gary Harding, who honestly I don't even know. But he hasn't been running the last couple of weeks. He was sort of looking for that motivation. And then sort of towards the tail end of the Million Moo March, he posted on Twitter a few pictures. It was a picture of him, a picture of his daughters, a picture of a bridge that he must have ran by. That was actually a beautiful, serene kind of image. It was wonderful. And he said he hadn't run in a few weeks. He was looking for that motivation. Bam, this was it. He got out there. He enjoyed it. And then it wasn't even so much just the post itself, which was great in itself, but it was the response he got from the community, because so many people responded to him and came out and just were like, great job, Gary. Awesome job. Nice to see you back. Your daughters look amazing. They look great. It was just combined as a whole, taken in total. It's exactly what we wanted for this race. It was exactly the feeling. I think it just encompassed everything that we wanted for this race. So Gary, we got a $25 gift certificate. And by the way, all these, I'm going in order here, but you're all the same. Everyone's getting a $25 Amazon gift card from Melissa and I. And I'm just kind of going in any order. So the second winner is Logan. Logan, I don't really know how to pronounce your last name. I'm going with Hench. Let's go with Hench. Logan. So Logan was posting all week. He posted, really like a heartfelt post in the beginning about running in the morning and how he has to do it because he has a newborn daughter. And, I can totally relate to that, and having to sort of revise your schedule around family. And it's tough to do that. And then he also posted a video about crushing it, which is kind of funny. I got to admit, he's a funny dude. And, I just thought Logan all week, he was just a very enthusiastic participant. And so he's going to be one of our winners and take home that $25 gift card. And then lastly, Stuart Wright. So Stuart, not only did he go out there and run multiple times, but he got out there and he, what did he do? Oh, I'm going to drop. I'm trying to play this for you guys, because when he was done running, where'd he go? Stuart held a medal ceremony of his own, and he had his daughter sort of MC his little medal ceremony. So I'm gonna play that for you guys really quick, because we just thought it was so great.
The Million Moo March medal winner is Daddy.
And then she puts the medal on his neck. They shake hands.
Thank you, everyone.
Stuart, man, that was the best. That was just incredible. So, all you guys who participated, and now you guys know, right? This was our first year, so now you guys know what that's what we were looking for right there. Those three things, that was what we really hoped for, and we got it. And man, I'm so thankful for you guys for being involved and for participating. And I know that not everyone posted to social media, but a lot of you guys did. And it was just all over the place. So, Melissa thanks you. I thank you. And, we're going to do this again next year. We're really excited. We raised a bunch of money for American Cancer Society. Melissa sent the check over to them, I believe, yesterday. So they'll be getting that soon. They were really thankful for us having them be the beneficiary of this race. And, man, guys, I'm so thrilled. Now, we also have a photo contest going on. And we had a lot of photographs that we're going through. We're still going through them all. We're going to put together a video. I just want to acknowledge Brian Sidebottom, who's he's a follower of both Melissa. We met on Twitter follower of Melissa and I, and we've talked to him for a while. And he's going to put together a video from all the pictures that we collected over the week. So I'm looking forward to that. And you guys have just been so good to us that. I'm glad we came through. I really am. I felt really good about it when we were finished. And so the photo contest, we're going to post the photos probably early next week on the Run Heifer Run site. It's the one that her site, Melissa's site, is probably better set up for a like a vote type of online voting thing. So we're just going to do that. And then really that's going to wrap it up for this year and for this event. And I'm telling you, we're already looking forward to doing the next one. We're going to do, obviously we'll do Million Moo 2 next year. We're actually thinking of doing another event in the springtime. I don't know. I don't want to overkill this. I don't want to be the guy that does virtual races either. I don't want to be known as that guy. Right now we're thinking of doing the Ordinary Marathon. I don't know how I'd set that up. I have absolutely no idea. It just sounds like we should. We did the Million Moo March, which was great, and now maybe we'll do the Ordinary Marathon. And I think maybe the springtime. Now, I'd love to hear from you guys. If you guys think that this is overkill and it's too much, I want to know, because I don't want to weigh you down with too much crap and stuff. What I want to do is I want to grow our community. I want to do things that are positive. And really, the Million Moo March was wonderful, because on top of it all, we gave a ton of money to we wrote a big check to charity. It's like, what else do you want? Everyone participated. It wasn't that much money out of your pocket. You got a medal. Jesus, everyone posting their medals online. It was amazing. It was people just adding the medal to, right next to their marathon medals. It's like, it's humbling. It's great. It's amazing. So thank you guys again from the bottom of my heart. I wish you guys and your families a happy Thanksgiving. I know we have a lot of international people that were involved in the Million Moo March, and I know maybe you guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving, but it's not necessarily, it doesn't have to be an American holiday. It's, just take some time out of your day and be thankful for the good things that you have and the friends that you have, the communities you're involved in, the hobbies that you have, and all that great stuff. And I wish you guys the best. In terms of this podcast, you guys are going to get stuck talking to me, I think, for a while. Either that, or I'm just going to have guests that can come in and talk to me on the wire, because I can't be dealing with the sound issues anymore on Skype. It's driving me insane. I need a sound person. I need a tech guy or girl. Anyway, on that note, congratulations once again to all the prize winners from the Million Moo March. Looking forward to doing it again next year. And with that, always remember, when it comes to running, I am no expert. I'm just ordinary.